Damn it all. At this rate, I'll never come close to carrying on Grandfather's legacy. Maybe I was never destined to be a great mage after all.
Ow!
Oh no, the poor child's fallen.
Hey there. Are you...
Ow! It hurts so bad I can't...
Not to worry. I'll fix you right up.
Really?
Yup. The pain will...
Wow! It doesn't hurt anymore. Grandma, look! My leg's all better.
Well, I'll be.
You don't need to thank me. This is nothing.
Those robes.
You know my grandfather?
Oh, of course What a great man he was. Always using his magic to help. I was just one of many whose lives he saved. I lost my house to the fires of war, but he quenched the flames with his spellcraft. And had it not been for the Archmage Grandon.
Even though Grandfather's name was erased from Hyzant's records.
It sounds like he was a truly amazing... And I know he would be proud of you for following in his...
Do you really?
I do. And I have... No matter what the Ministry does to erase his existence...
Right. But I must keep practicing. Just watch me, Grandfather. I'll
Do you have a moment, Sheila?
Oh, Frederica. Is something the matter?
Well, I invited Serenoa to have dinner with me tonight.
That's wonderful. Are you cooking for him?
I am. I've been practicing with...
Then allow me to help. What are you making?
A warm soup full of meatballs. A hearty, meaty, savory...
That sounds like quite a mouthful, and more...
The author is rather verbose, yes. Anyhow, I also want to make an appetizer.
Cooking is hardly my specialty, but say no more.
Oh dear.
This is disappointing, to say the least.
And we're almost out of time. Serenoa...
Excuse me, Lady Frederica. Lord Serenoa has just sent word that he has been held up at a meeting. He says there is a chance he may not even return tonight.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
It sounds like your dinner may get postponed.
A blessing in disguise. It gives us time to cook this again.
Lord Serenoa may not even return to...
But there is a chance he might. And I refuse to disappoint him.
Of course, Frederica.
I cannot thank you enough.
The vegetables are done.
The meatballs are ready too. Now all we have to do...
Frederica, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
It appears we've run out of time.
I was on my way here when something urgent came to my attention. I apologize for returning so late.
I am just happy you're here. Besides, I am the one who should apologize. I wanted to cook you a meal, but failed terribly on my first attempt. I'm sorry, Serenoa.
Don't look so down, Frederica. I was delighted when you asked me to share a meal. Now that I'm back, why don't I help you with the food?
Serenoa.
Thank you again for inviting me.
As am I. I enjoyed cooking with you as well.
The time we spend together is very precious to me. I regret that my duties have been keeping us apart lately. But when I noticed the sky was even more beautiful than ever this night, I hurried home, hoping we could gaze upon its beauty together.
It's strange. When I was in Esfrost, I would look up at the same sky. but it felt so much colder there. The stars seemed as if frozen. They did not...
Frederica, promise me that you will always stay by my side. I need you.
Of course, Serenoa. I wish to gaze up at the same sky, sit beneath the same... together, forever and always.
So this book is gonna help us find...
That it will. We found it stuffed in the deep. My thieving senses tell me it'll lead us to something that'll make us all...
Esfrost's most confidential information is stored in the archive.
Never thought I'd say this, but...
It wasn't easy, but I had to. For Pa. Sadly, it's locked up tight and trust...
I see. It's sealed.
Would we need another spell to counter the seal?
There's probably a key that can open it.
I had the same thought. It's probably nestled...
What makes you say that?
Take a good look at the cover, and you'll...
Indeed, there is.
In which case, those jewels are right.
This village.
Exactly. We came here because we thought we'd find a way to...
Jerome, do you have any notion where it could be?
Are you sure it's not just coincidence?
It could be, but if it isn't...
Then the key is in this village. And the treasure in this book must be related to the Roselle, and it may shed light on the nature of the salt crystal.
Then let's search the village. In due time. First, we find... And when searching for lost things, a thief...
Sure you can.
We've scoured the village, but have...
However, our search wasn't entirely fruitless. Share with the others, if you will.
The book seems to be titled The Diary of Orlea. Or, at least, that's what the stuffy-looking attendant said it was.
Orlea?
Yes. My mother. As you know, she led the uprising of the Roselle. It was sometime after that she met my father, the former Archduke.
Frederica, if indeed it was your mother who penned...
Of course! The thing we've been searching has been around my neck this It opened. So this was my mother's book.
Pray, read it for us, Frederica.
This is a legend handed down by the Roselle since times I, Orlea Roselle, am recording the legend here as the last keeper of these histories.
In ancient times, it sat on the shore of the sea, a source. The Roselle knew more about salt than anyone, for it was a part of their everyday lives. In those days, Norzelia still rested at the bottom of the sea, but a cataclysm brought it to the surface, turning it into land. The sea dried up, and the small portion that remained is what we know today as the source. Eventually, many people migrated to the new land of Norzelia. They waged war over the source, wishing to get their hands on its precious salt. Our ancestors came to Norzelia in hopes of putting an end to the fighting. They knew that the salt still remained, even without the sea. It nearly crystallized and sank deep into the earth. After all their searching, they unearthed a giant crystal. No, a very pillar of salt. They showed it to the people of Norzelia, told them that salt could be found beneath their very feet. However, those who had seized control over the source sought to reign over all of Norzelia by controlling the salt. They, the holy state of Hyzant, attacked and slaughtered the Roselle. They hid the pillar, erased the existence of salt crystals, and imprisoned the surviving Roselle at the source. Thus we were branded sinners, criminals who wanted sole dominion over the land's salt. To justify their own monopoly, Hyzant created the goddess's teachings, but she needed a villain. To this very day, the Roselle are scorned, made to shed blood and tears, all in her name. But the goddess herself is proof of the Rosellan legends. I saw it with my own eyes during the uprising. Inside of her statue is the pillar of salt that was taken from our ancestors. But I could not expose the truth of the goddess. It took everything I had just to get a fragment. But that piece is the key to freeing the Roselle. It must be. For my brethren who continue to suffer for a crime they did not commit.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing my mother spoke of was the salt crystal.
And the false teachings referred to salt existing outside the source. It would be the key to ending Hyzant's monopoly. This has the power to change Norzelia as we know it.
But I cannot forgive Hyzant. They rewrote history with their false doctrines and continue to...
We have the keys that can unlock the fetters that have bound us for so long.
We would need conclusive evidence. We would not be able to prove that more salt lies beneath the earth.
I don't care how much time it takes. Can we...
House Wolford is currently under the banner of Hyzant. We may be branded as rebels if the Holy State...
And so, history would repeat itself.
But my mother has given us a chance with this book.
I understand how you feel. And the responsibility of House... Please give me some time to think, Frederica.
Of course. I believe in House Wolford. And in you, Serenoa.
You deserve credit as well, Lady Frederica. You are a friend of the Roselle. Now...
I shall.
There is none other I would trust to lead our people into... Where you go, we shall follow.
I shall count on it.
I think I follow you.
Correct. And not a word to anyone of what's written in this book.
Mom's the word, promise. Yes, now, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but decrepit as he is, he can still bust head.
For what it's worth, I believe her. Her sort aren't known for lying.
As do I. Then I leave the protection of the village...
The Roselle treat all creeds fairly. So long as we are treated fairly...
Thank you for your understanding. I would consult with Benedict and Roland on this...
Roland, Benedict, and Frederica regroup. But what they experienced while they were away could very...
What is so important you wish to speak to me alone?
Lord Serenoa, promise me you will remain calm. Your Lord Father has passed.
What? But how?
It was not the illness that took him, my lord. He was...
assassinated?
Forgive me. I was unable to stop the villain.
Who would send someone to kill my father?
It was Patriot of the Royalists. He believes House Wolford a hindrance to King Roland's rule. No doubt he meant to kill both you and your father in one fell swoop.
A hindrance? Pray tell me Roland was not involved in this plot.
I can assure you His Majesty knew nothing of this, but disclosing the truth would put us in a precarious position. At worst, it could lead to civil war. It is best you hide the fact of Lord...
You want me to say he succumbed to his illness? How can I pay respect to my father with such...
My lord, your father entrusted me with one final order.
What did he say?
He asked me to tell you the truth.
The truth about what?
I ask you to listen calmly, my... You are not Lord Simon's son by blood. Your true father is King Regna. His Majesty sired a child out of wedlock with the Lady Destra. Lady Destra lived in the Crown City, but she was not a woman of means. Or indeed keep her head once the Royalists discovered what had happened. Lord Simon knew this, and so he welcomed her and the baby in her belly to house. He and I were the only two who knew her secret. We had intended to carry it with us to our graves. But in his last moment, Lord Simon bade me give this to you.
The royal signet of Glenbrook.
King Regna entrusted it, and you, to Lord Simon.
Is this truly?
I know it may be difficult to accept.
No, I believe it. I have no... Thank you for telling me what my father wished me to know.
You would still call him father?
He raised me as his own. And besides, I must keep up the pretense especially in front of Roland. This stays between us, Benedict. We must keep the truth of my parentage and this ring safe.
Of course, my lord. As you command.
Is there something on your mind, Roland?
Serenoa.
Did something happen in the capital?
No, that problem has been dealt with.
Was such harsh punishment truly necessary?
Of course it was. When they should have been helping to... And on top of that, they sought to string me up as their puppet king.
I understand.
You know what they told me? They said that it must be ruled with the royalists' careful mediation between the... They said good kings need not think for themselves.
Even if that is true,
I tried. That is the entire reason I took the throne. But nothing has changed. No matter how many corrupt aristocrats I've cast out, this kingdom has always been broken. I do not have the strength to reconcile a land and people torn apart by hatred, and I cannot give Glenbrook what it needs.
Roland.
Apologies, my friend.
You burden me with nothing. But if...
All is well. So long as you are by my side.
that is the extent of what happened. The passing of my Lord Father, the royalist scandal, and it is time we consider what we shall do to overcome these.
I still cannot believe how quickly Lord Simon's condition worsened.
It is most devastating. Serenoa.
He bade me lead House Wolffort well.
I see. Then we must all...
Your Majesty, what do you plan to do about the royalists?
As far as I've been able to discern, they must all be punished.
But there are those among them who support...
Perhaps. But to pardon their crimes would kindle the people. We must make an example of them, to appease the people.
Did something else happen in the capital, King Roland?
Nothing you need concern yourself with. But I must say, I was shocked to learn of that Rosellan legend.
The part about their homeland, Centralia, that sits upon a vast salt, that of the untapped salt crystals beneath Norzelia, or that, in order to monopolize the salt trade, Hyzant fabricated the Rosel's sin, that the pillar of salt Hyzant stole from the Rosel, if any of it is true, it would turn everything we know.
It does sound unbelievable, but we have already seen part of this legend.
The crystal from the Rosellan village?
That crystal is a fragment from the pillar within the statue of the goddess.
It fits perfectly.
Apparently, Lady Orlea penned the book detailing the legend for Frederick.
She did. She enchanted it so...
I doubt a mother would go to such lengths to lie to her daughter.
Then we agree the legend contains at least a seed of truth.
Your Majesty, we have received word that the survivors of the duchies...
What? Where?
At the Grand Norzellian mines. But we cannot be sure what they are doing. None of our scouts.
These frosty dogs. We will speak later, Serenoa. I need you and your people beside me.
Of course.
Extraction is nearly finished. We've secured the amount we were told. Seems such a waste to just leave the rest.
Don't think Archduke Gustadolf gives two shites. Hurry it up. We need to be done here before...
Sir.
Roland and House Wolffort succeed in reclaiming Glenbrook. For one, the secret of Serenoa's birth. Meanwhile, the newly crowned King Roland struggles to reconcile. Finally, there's the truth about the Rosel, and none of these revelations have an easy solution. As all parties discuss the matters, they receive word that the survivors of the Isfrosti army are gathering. Forced to put all else aside to focus on driving.
The remnants of the Isfrosti forces are gathered. Or perhaps I should say they are...
Something tells me you're right. Gustadolf may have used Lord Dragan's murder as yet I believe his true aim was to seize control.
Once Glenbrook fell to them, Esfrost did indeed continue mining. Apparently, they transported huge...
You mean iron ore?
One would assume as much. They say only a chosen few were allowed to have...
Odd, ain't it? Granted, the iron from the...
But the Duchy has access to plenty of other iron mines of comparable. They've certainly no need to go to such pains to obtain.
You reckon there's something...
What my mother wrote of must be true. There were no signs of miners. The enemy's numbers do not appear that great.
Thank you, Joué. Well, there you have it. Whatever they are planning.
Then let us reclaim the Grand, and in doing so we shall just...
I'll do my...
Ready and willing.
And now, to arms.
Understood.
I'm on.
Please, I am ready.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Glenbrook has withdrawn from the sanctions.
King Roland is truly a man.
Furthermore, during the battle for the Crown City, we could not have asked for
an outcome that would not have been possible without the elf. Still, Minister Serenoa and House Wolfort.
Minister Exham, how strange to hear you lavish.
I am only speaking truth, leaving Minister Serenoa in Glenbrook's hands.
I agree. As one of the Saintly Seven, he belongs here.
Of course. We shall bring him under our thumb. Making him our creature has the added benefit of bringing his entire domain under Byzantian rule.
But I doubt His Majesty will be so willing to part with him.
Oh, indeed. And yet King Roland owes us, which will be all the greater after we help him rebuild. We will so overwhelm him with generosity.
So, you mean to seize Glenbrook as well, Minister E?
I seek nothing more than to spread the goddess's grace to Glenbrook and even Esfrost. Until that is what the goddess desires, and
Is this all of it?
Yes, my lord. This is all our comrades at the mine should be putting the final...
And why is no one
We're only following Archduke Gustadolf's...
Yes, I understand that. Stop your snivel. Perhaps you... As such, I would like to show my appreciation for everything you've done.
The sentiment is appreciated, my lord, but the...
And did he also insist you spit in the face of his uncle's general?
No, my lord. Of course, I meant no just...
Come with me.
Can all that cargo truly be naught but iron ore? I suppose I shall have to find out what it...
Hard effort grants a boon.
I'll do my best.
Time to work. Come get me. I feel stronger already. You won't escape.
This battle is ours.
On my honor as the Dawn Speaker. Yes!
Forward!
To lead, I must grow.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Preparation is key. For the future of House Wolford.
Your orders? You won't escape.
We doing this?
Eat dirt!
I don't play around. You little...
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are healed.
Strike while the iron's hot.
I fight for peace.
Have another!
The heavens judge you! The heavens rage!
Lionel has arrived! We all have our weaknesses!
Time to take flight. From this range.
Prepare to face the Dawn Spear!
Allow me.
Curses! Whatever it takes. Enough!
One more.
Just tell me what to do.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Sloppy!
You're open.
For the future of House Wolford.
Ready. Aim and fire! I'm a fool. No!
Let me heal your wounds. I'm behind you. One step closer to our hope.
Let me show you what I've learned. For a better world. Behold true power. Stay down!
Lionel has arrived!
Yeah! Yeah!
Follow my lead.
Suffer. Time to take flight. Not another step.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
Yeah!
Together.
I see a path to victory. There is always a way.
I shan't hold back.
Ah!
To work.
Ha!
Once more.
Let me heal your wounds. This is what I do.
Allow me. With the powers in me. My time is now.
Have you brought Corey? This is it. For you. Yes. Ha ha ha! Yes!
A wasted effort.
It's over.
Into the shadows.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
I see a path to victory. Let us reverse our fortunes.
We doing this?
This'll be fun.
Make way! Farewell!
Behold true power.
Cool heads shall prevail. Tis but a trifle.
I will end this. Two actions.
Have you brought Corey?
I need a healer. Victory is within reach. Ha! Sound strike.
For the honor of House Wolford.
I shan't hold back.
You can't save yourself!